Okay, this is basically a test of how retarded I look on camera. The nice thing about the flip camera is that it actually has an hour of recording. I had a camera before that would record about 4 minutes before it ran out of memory, and it was pretty much useless. I mean, every time I would actually get something going, it would run out of memory and the video would stop. Right now, I can't remember exactly what I have. I have somewhere in the neighborhood of 300, 400 subscriptions. I mean, I never put it on my channel, so I never actually get to see exactly how many I have, but I have so many right now that I really can't get to all of them. I would like to get to most of them, but it's just not possible anymore. I mean, I've loaded myself down so much that I can't keep up with it. I wanted to do, you know, a lot of the atheist videos, and then I wanted to do a lot of music videos and all this other stuff. But I quickly found out that the atheist videos, just by themselves, are just overwhelming. I mean, there's so many channels that I found interesting at one time, and I subscribed, and I probably completely forgotten about them. And I hate to do that because I subscribe to the channels for a reason. I like to think there was something interesting on those channels, but I don't even know if I could ever catch up. I'd have to go through all those channels again and see what I've missed. One of the challenges of coming in at this point, kind of late in the game as far as YouTube is concerned, is I don't really know where to start. I mean, pretty much if you look at, you know, videos by Iron Raw and Concordance and Thunderfoot, they've pretty much covered all the topics as far as atheism is concerned. So the challenge here is trying to come up with something different or something that someone might be interested in. I don't know. At this point, it seems like the established hierarchy is already set, but who knows? From what I understand, it takes a long time to actually get these videos seen by anyone, so I don't expect this video to be seen by more than, you know, maybe 30, 40 people if I don't go out there and just promote it really annoyingly. You know, I see a lot of people on here, they're able to, they're very creative. They can come out with these amazing videos, and they can just get on camera. And some people have the charisma where they can just carry the video just with their charisma. They can start rambling on a topic. I think Coughlin 666 comes to mind. He can just kind of start on a topic and just kind of talk from the hip and just, it's just amazing. And he's just funny, just like, it's so easy for him, right? And there are a lot of others that are a little more, I guess, meticulous in how they put their videos together, take a little more time, use a little more editing. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to be. I'm not exactly from the hip kind of talker, especially when I'm talking to nothing and basically talking to a piece of plastic. You know, I don't know, there's something about this whole process that almost seems narcissistic or something. You know, you're one person out of billions of people, and you're putting your opinion on YouTube like it's something important, like somehow you're going to break through some new understanding of something. I don't know. Most of what I've seen is just pretty much a variety of opinions, a variety of levels of charisma, I guess, for all the different vloggers. I have a feeling I'm going to fall into an uncomfortable place as far as political ideology on here. That's okay, you know, I never was much of a Democrat, Republican type person anyway. I always prefer to think of things kind of one issue at a time. I don't find that Democrats or Republicans are necessarily a correct position. I don't think the Democratic Party is internally logical as far as political beliefs. I think it's kind of all over the map. It's almost like they just gathered together all these people that kind of had the same beliefs, and they kind of put them into these political parties, or they kind of fit into the political parties that they thought they related to the best. And somehow I think over time they've become almost like religions. You know, I think a Republican will tend to be a Republican maybe to start with because of the abortion issue or the gay rights issue, and then I think that they kind of assimilate with those parties, and I think they kind of take on the free market idea, and somehow that makes sense to them, and somehow that's related to gay rights or related to abortion, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Same thing with the Democrats. They may get in for, you know, civil rights issues, and somehow that this big government concept is somehow fits with this whole idea. And I'm still trying to figure out. I've got an idea. Say you're a Democrat, and you believe that it's important to help the poor. And I think most people think that. I think most Republicans also think that, although they'll portray it as if that's not the case. But they'll start with this idea of helping the poor, and they get this idea that the only way to do this is to have this huge government to kind of dole money out to everyone. And I know that's a very oversimplified version of it, but that's the idea. For me, I don't see a relationship between gay rights and big government. I don't think it's necessary to, if you're a supporter of gay rights, or if you're a supporter of the right to an abortion, then you're somehow automatically, by default, also in favor of a large government. It doesn't make sense to me. So I imagine that because of the way I look at politics, I'll probably cross some people on both sides, and I think that's just to my disadvantage as far as how many viewers I'm actually ever going to get. Because I think what people actually want is they want someone to take a stand. They want someone to really get behind a party, or really be a Republican, or really be a Democrat. And I'm going to be kind of floating around there, somewhere in the middle. It seems like, if you're talking to me, that I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between parties. And really, it's just because I'm trying to formulate my own political ideology. It doesn't really have anything to do with Democrats or Republicans. There may be something deplorable about one party that I can't stand, and yet there'll be something else that I think has value. Anyway, I guess that's enough rambling for now. I'm going to go ahead and edit this fucker and see what it looks like, and I will talk to you all soon.